So today I want to talk about Mario Kart World's many costumes, including the other side characters and little unlockables in the game, but mainly the costumes and what we could be seeing in future updates and potential DLC with this game, if the people at Nintendo are feeling a little generous. I want to start off with how many costumes each character gets, as it seems Nintendo used some weird system to determine who gets the most fits or not. Starting off, they give our main man Mario here 10 outfits in total, a nice even number, and then all the other main Mario characters such as Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi got only 9 in total, because I guess that's what happens when your name isn't in the title. At first, I assumed Nintendo were doing it based off some popularity contest, considering Wario gets 8 and Waluigi gets 6, and then Bowser and Toad both get 5. But then Koopa Troopa gets 6, most of the baby characters get 5 outfits in total, but baby Luigi gets shafted for 3, and then of all characters, Donkey Kong gets 2. 2! Daisy gets 7, and she doesn't even have her own series of games. Bowser Jr. has 4, and he is barely playable in any games, and then they give Birdo and Lakitu 3. But Donkey Kong gets 2, the guy who is getting a whole game to himself in less than a month. Why would Nintendo make it like this? Well, that's what I want to be discussing today, and figuring out Nintendo's weird strategy for choosing these costumes, and what it could mean for future DLC. First, let's start with Donkey Kong, as I feel this one is the easiest to speculate and theorize about. One of the most popular Nintendo characters of all time, has had quite a buzz around his name since the redesign and announcement of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Heck, this to Switch 2 in general. DK Spaceport is one of my favorite tracks in this game, and from the soundtrack itself, and yet Nintendo gave him one change of clothes. They gave Shy Guy more drip than the titular character of Tropical Freeze. But I believe this is all because Nintendo is most likely doing a DK Bonanza DLC, where we might see new costumes for DK himself, but also for Pauline. See, Pauline also only has 2 outfits, which is a weird coincidence considering she is also going to be in DK Bonanza 2, or some version of her, I guess. Also, we could potentially see characters like Diddy Kong make a return to Mario Kart after the release of Bonanza, which would be a nice treat for DK fans such as myself. Now, what about everyone else? This doesn't answer the question for why our other racers like Daisy have only 7, but Mario's main squeeze Peach gets 9, just like Luigi and the dinosaur. Well, see, this could be for a number of reasons. The main one I want to focus on is Nintendo leaving themselves open to options. See, if you hover over a character in the free roam map, you can see how many outfits you have unlocked for that character and how many you need left. Mario's looks really nice and clean with all 10. The other characters look a little off when they aren't all filled in like a solid 10 like Mario has. I think Nintendo could be setting themselves up for more costumes so all characters can have a nice total of 10 outfits. This could be done with free updates to the game, or we get the Nintendo Special and we see all new cosmetics and characters through future DLC. Which does make the most sense. As mentioned earlier, DK Bonanza could have its own DLC for this game, but Mario Kart World could have its own DLC like Mario Kart 8 did, with a couple of differences. Link and other main characters from flagship franchises could still come to this game. Please put Link in. Please just put him in. And maybe have his own set of costumes as well. This also brings us the question of whether or not the NPC drivers will get outfits too. I'm gonna go ahead and just shut that down and say no. Most likely, I really don't think they will get outfits just to separate them from our main Nintendo characters, but I do think if characters like Diddy Kong and Link make a return, they would definitely get a change of outfits. And again, this is all based on the theory that Nintendo wants to add costumes in. This whole idea is running off hopes and dreams that Nintendo will listen to us. The last little point of discussion I want to talk about that I mentioned at the beginning of this video is the other unlockables and achievements you can get in this game and how Nintendo could potentially extend the life of free roam with newer updates. Free roam is fun, don't get me wrong, it's how I've unlocked most of the outfits in this game. I have a blast in it. But I'm also very close to completing everything and wondering what Nintendo could add to make this even better. This whole idea could be for another video in itself, but just to speculate for a bit, I want them to add more stickers, more P-switches, more outfits, and more panels to hit, and of course, the easiest way to do all this would be adding or extending the map. The solution to future DLC, adding more characters and costumes and extending the life of free roam because it's amazing and it should be updated, would probably make a new map in total, or just add little areas with updates and DLC. See, This whole idea is how Mario Kart World could last forever. If DK Bonanza comes out, then a whole new island or location could be added to the map, and things like new food bags could be added to unlock more fits. And maybe a new item in general or missions in general added to compensate for unlocking new playable characters, because the Kamek power-up should not be the only way, especially if we get main Nintendo characters coming in. Like if you're unlocking the Dolphin, should not be the same way you unlock Link, in my opinion, unless it's just free DLC. In conclusion, I'm not saying this game should be like Smash or Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games and try to get every character known to man into one game. That could easily oversaturate it. But with how many characters we already have, plus the potential for those just to get more outfits, could add hours and hours of content to an already incredible Mario Kart World. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below how you think the outfit should be handled for future updates and future DLC, what Nintendo characters you would like to see coming in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.